everyone. In our previous discussions, we have already covered the origins, significance and comparison of global and Indian BOP markets. Today, we are going deeper into how businesses have evolved in their approach to the BOP, transitioning from a sense of corporate responsibility to recognizing it as a vibrant and profitable market. This journey includes shifts in definition, approaches, innovations and the rise of resilient entrepreneurs. We will also examine the N is equal to 1 and R is equal to G model in detail and integrate relevant storytelling for more engaging understanding. So, let us start with the initial perception. From obligation to opportunity. Initially, the BOP was viewed by many corporations primarily as a demographic in need of charity, a responsibility for CSR rather than a viable market. The belief was that those at the bottom of the economic pyramid could not afford much beyond basic necessities, leading companies to largely ignore this segment. This began to change with the work of Dr. C.K. Prahalad and Stuart Hart, who introduced the idea that the BOP could be a source of innovation and profit. Their view was revolutionary. Rather than seeing the BOP as a group to be served through charity, they suggested that businesses could empower these communities by offering products and services tailored to their needs, thus driving profitability while fostering economic development. The definition also expanded from $2.5 a day to $5 a day shift. Originally, the BOP was defined as those earning less than $2.5 a day. This narrow definition was based on extreme poverty threshold and limited purchasing power. However, as global economies evolved, this threshold expanded to include those earning up to $5 a day. This shift is significant as it broadens the market, allowing businesses to engage with a larger, more diverse consumer base. The expansion also reflects a better understanding of economic inclusion, acknowledging that even modest income increase can significantly alter consumer behavior. Companies have responded by offering a wider range of products that not only meet basic needs but also aspire to improve quality of life. For example, Godrej Chotu Cool refrigerator. It was designed with BOP consumer in mind. It's a low-cost portable fridge that requires minimum electricity, addressing the specific needs of consumers in rural areas where access to consistent power and conventional refrigeration is limited. By targeting this expanded BOP market, Godrej opened new avenues for growth while providing a valuable product for underserved communities. Next point we should understand is co-creation. Involving the BOP in the value chain, a crucial aspect of the BOP evolution, is the shift toward co-creation. This approach involves BOP consumers directly in the value creation process, recognizing that they are not just passive recipients but active participants who can contribute valuable insights. A compelling example of co-creation is the Livelihood 360 initiative by BASF in Bangladesh. The company partnered with local communities to develop agricultural product and training program tailored to the specific needs of small scale farmers. By involving the farmers in the development process, BASF ensured that the products were not only effective but also affordable and accessible for farmers. The evolution of business model is the next part we need to understand when we are looking for the evolution. Adopting to the BOP to successfully serve the BOP market, companies have had to innovate and adopt their business models accordingly. Traditional approaches often don't meet the unique challenges faced by BOP consumers, such as irregular incomes and limited access to infrastructure. Thus, businesses have created solutions specifically designed for these environments. Take, for example, the case of Embrace Innovations, which developed a low-cost portable infant warmer. This product was designed to address the need of premature and low birth weight babies in developing countries, where access to traditional incubators is limited. The Embrace warmer is a simple, affordable solution that has saved thousands of lives, demonstrating how innovation can drive both social impact and business success. Now, third thing which we need to understand is resilient entrepreneurship. Rising from the BOP, one of the most exciting development in BOP marketing is the rise of entrepreneurs from within this community. These resilient individuals who understand the challenges of the BOP firsthand are creating impactful solutions that address their local needs. Consider the story of Mansukh Bhai Prajapati, a potter from Gujarat. He invented the Mitti Cool refrigerator, made entirely from clay. The Mitti Cool refrigerator runs without electricity, keeping food cool through the natural cooling properties of clay. Prajapati's innovation has provided an affordable and sustainable solution for rural families, showing how BOP entrepreneurs can drive both innovation as well as empowerment. These entrepreneurs are more than just success stories. They represent a shift in how the BOP market is viewed, and not merely as a market to be served, but as a source of innovation and entrepreneurship. Next, we need to learn a detailed model of N is equal to 1 and R is equal to G. C.K. Prehlad's N is equal to 1 and R is equal to G framework, introduced in the new age of innovation, is a crucial for understanding the ongoing evolution of BOP marketing. The N is equal to 1 principle emphasizes the importance of focusing on the individual consumer. Instead of offering generic, one-size-fits-all products, companies are encouraged to create personalized experiences tailored to the unique need of each consumer, even within the BOP. For example, consider Jaipur Rugs, a company that produces hand-woven rugs while empowering rural artisans in India. By using the N is equal to 1 approach, Jaipur Rugs ensures that each product is unique, reflecting the individual's artisan's skill and creativity. This personalization adds value to the product and empower the artisans who are part of the BOP market itself. The R is equal to G principle, meaning resources is equal to global, highlights the need to leverage global resources, whether it's technology, supply chain or expertise, to create value for individual consumers. This is particularly important in BOP markets, where local resources may be limited. By tapping into global network, companies can bring world-class products and services to the BOP at an affordable price. For example, in the health sector, the non-profit organization operation named ASHA uses low-cost technology and global partnership to deliver tuberculosis treatment in India and Cambodia. Their model leverages global resources while tailoring the approach to meet the specific needs of BOP communities. Let's see some stories or cases of real-world application of all this concept or evolution which we have seen. The first case is Livelihood 360. Imagine a small-scale farmer in Bangladesh struggling with low crop yield. Through the Livelihood 360 initiative, he receives not only high-quality seeds and fertilizers, but also training on best farming practices. His crop yield improves, and so does his family's income. This isn't just a business transaction, it's a partnership that transforms lives. Next, we need to understand innovation and its embracement. Picture a newborn in a remote village, too small and weak to survive without any incubator. But there is no hospital nearby and no incubator available. Thanks to the embrace warmer, the baby's life is saved. This story illustrates how a simple, affordable innovation can have a profound impact. Think about Mittikul as our example. Consider a rural family in Gujarat that has never had access to refrigeration. They used to lose a significant portion of their food as spoiled. But now, with the Mittikul refrigerator, they can keep their food fresh for longer, reducing waste and improving their diet. This innovation is not just about keeping food cool, it is about enhancing quality of life. These examples demonstrate the tangible impact of BOP marketing. How it is not just about products, but about creating meaningful change in people's life. So, to conclude today's session, the ongoing evolution of BOP marketing is a dynamic and ongoing process. It advances in technology, provide greater access to information, and the growing recognition of the BOP as a viable market are driving innovation and growth. The models and examples we have discussed today, from the expansion of the BOP definition to the rise of resilient entrepreneurs and the implementation of N is equal to 1 and R is equal to G, illustrate how far we have come with this concept. But this is just a beginning. As businesses continue to innovate and engage with BOP communities, the future holds immense potential. The BOP is not just a market to be served, it is a source of innovation, growth and empowerment. In our next session, we will explore various frameworks and strategies that can help people successfully engage with BOP market. For now, this much for today's session. Thank you so much.